Amid the gentle wrinkles of time when life has weathered its many storms, turning 70 is not merely a number, but a profound milestone marking a transformation in how we perceive life ourselves and the relationships around us. In a world bustling with noise and chaos, there exists a viewpoint that surprises many and even sparks debate: why you don't need friends after 70. This is not a rejection of social connections, but rather an invitation to reflect on independence and living happily in a different, more authentic way. It may sound paradoxical, but the truth is that as we age, the busyness and the dense network of relationships that once seemed essential in youth don't always bring happiness. In fact, intentional solitude can be a precious gift, a peaceful space where we reconnect with our inner voice and discover the true strength that requires no reliance on others. 70 marks a time to freely choose your way of life, to let go of unnecessary burdens, and to embrace independence as a protective armor for your spirit and body. In this journey, you are not alone. Instead, you become stronger and wiser, learning to love yourself and live fully in every moment. Together, we will paint a comprehensive picture of independence in old age, analyzing 6 profound reasons why you don't need many friends to live happily, peacefully, and meaningfully. From managing your time, preserving your health, to nurturing your spirit and inner calm, each reason opens a door to a fulfilling, self-directed life. This journey is not just for those overwhelmed by social pressures, but is a gift for anyone wishing to live independently, peacefully, yet not lonely, freely, yet full of love. Open your mind, soften your heart to receive, and prepare to step into the first part where we explore the broad landscape of self-reliance after 70 and beyond. From here, the story will continue with specific reasons, real-life experiences, and deep lessons, so you won't just listen but truly feel the positive changes in your life. And from that foundation, you can write your own story with freedom, peace, and happiness in your unique and meaningful way. When you reach 70, you'll realize life is no longer a race to maintain social ties or conform to societal expectations. Instead, what matters is how you keep your soul free and whole through the independence and self-reliance you've cultivated over the years. These are the 6 most profound reasons explaining why you don't need a large circle of friends, but can still live happier than ever before. First, independence creates inner peace, something that youth rarely attains, caught up as they are in complicated relationships. When you're no longer bound by the need to please others or swayed by social expectations, you live authentically. This peace helps you avoid stress and exhaustion and widens the space for freedom in your thoughts and emotions. You become a calm observer of life, discerning what to hold on to and what to let go, so your soul is no longer scattered. Second, having fewer friends does not mean loneliness. In fact, old age teaches you to embrace positive solitude, a state where you do not feel abandoned or deprived, but meet your true self more deeply. Positive solitude allows you to dialogue with yourself, heal emotional wounds, and build a sustainable source of inner energy. When you can stand strong alone, you experience joy more fully and meaningfully in everyday moments. Third, independence helps you focus on holistic care for your physical and mental health. Freed from the energy drains of complicated social ties, you can devote time and attention to nurturing yourself. Exercise, balanced nutrition, proper rest, and pursuing personal interests become easier without distractions from complex relationships or excessive social obligations. This is a solid foundation for long-lasting health and abundant energy. Fourth, independence grants you the power to decide and the freedom to choose. You are no longer constrained by others' expectations or opinions, but fully in charge of your life. This freedom is a precious gift of old age, allowing you to follow the path you desire, choose what truly makes you happy and fulfilled without needing permission or explanations. The liberty to decide contributes greatly to a regret-free full life. Fifth, reducing social ties lets you focus on cultivating truly quality and meaningful relationships. It is not the number of friends that defines life's value, but the depth of connection. After 70, you can select and maintain sincere, profound relationships where mutual support and encouragement flourish. These connections provide comfort, empathy, and companionship rather than burden or pressure. Lastly, the sixth reason is that independence helps you find contentment and happiness from within rather than depending on external approval or recognition. When you know how to create joy for yourself, nurture inner peace, and take pride in who you are, you no longer seek validation from outside to feel complete. True happiness comes from self-acceptance and self-love, something no one can take away or replace. These 6 reasons are not just explanations for independence at 70, but serve as a compass for living a free, full, and happy life on your own terms. Understanding and embracing independence is the first step into a new life journey where you are no longer dependent on others, yet fully connected and joyful. And so when these 6 reasons are deeply etched and felt in your heart, you'll be ready to move forward to the next crucial part, exploring how to turn this independence into everyday strategies so that each moment becomes a testament to joy, freedom, and true peace. With an open heart and determined spirit, you will not only hear advice, but live fully every moment of rediscovered joy, a revolutionary joy that transforms yourself and inspires fellow travelers along the way. This is the beginning of profound and sustainable transformation in life after 50 and beyond, moving into the most critical part of rediscovering joy after 50. It's not enough to reflect or apply strategies passively. We must turn these into decisive actions, actions born of heart, mind, and persistent will. Decisive action isn't rushing forward, but steady, resolute, and consistent in every choice and habit. When your steps are firm on this path, joy becomes not a fleeting feeling, but a lasting state, a guiding light in all circumstances. The first step to decisive action is setting clear, meaningful goals for yourself. Not vague aspirations, but genuine commitments that inspire and reflect your deepest values. For example, I will dedicate at least 30 minutes daily to mental self-care, or I will reconnect with loved ones at least once a week. These goals provide direction and powerful motivation because they stem from your heartfelt needs. Next decisive action requires a concrete and achievable plan. No matter how big the goal, break it down into manageable steps to avoid overwhelm or discouragement. Create a clear schedule, balancing time for yourself, family, exercise, and spiritual growth. For instance, if you want to meditate daily, start with 5 minutes in the morning and gradually increase as your health and mood allow. The clearer the plan, the more sustainable the journey. Yet the most crucial part is commitment to yourself, keeping promises and not letting obstacles derail you. Decisive action means persistence when facing fatigue, stress, or temporary setbacks. It means saying no to procrastination, no to bad habits, and yes to values that enhance your life. Sometimes strength isn't physical, but a deep inner resilience, self-love, and self-discipline intertwined. Alongside, seek support and companionship. This journey need not be lonely. Sharing your goals and plans with friends, family, or like-minded groups brings encouragement and accountability. Meetings, experience exchanges, or small words of cheer become precious motivators for continued progress. Decisive action also means flexibility to adapt to inevitable changes. Life in old age brings challenges and upheavals. What matters most is not giving up, but adjusting plans, maintaining motivation, and moving forward. Flexibility isn't weakness, but wisdom, transforming trials into growth and strength. Another key factor is nurturing a lifelong learning mindset. It's never too late to discover new things, learn skills, or nurture hobbies. A growth mindset keeps you renewing yourself, sustaining youthful spirit and vitality. Treat each day as an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. Finally, decisive action embodies positivity and gratitude, a steadfast belief that despite hardships, you can live joyfully and fully. Positivity isn't a fleeting mood, but a daily choice, a way of life. Gratitude helps you see beauty in every moment, maintain balance, and build an unshakable inner strength. And so when decisive action becomes habitual, you realize joy is no longer something to chase, but something always present, ready to ignite daily. This sets the stage for the next chapter, where joy spreads, love flows, and life deepens in meaning and fulfillment. As decisive action becomes the steady heartbeat of your life, you'll find yourself no longer swept away by the chaotic currents of time and pressure, but steering your ship toward peaceful harbors and happiness. This steadfastness helps you overcome hardships and opens your heart to receive simple but profound joys. The conclusion of rediscovering joy after 50 is the harmony of all pieces slowing down to savor life, practical strategies to nurture spirit, and decisive action to realize dreams. When these three elements work in tandem, you won't just live longer, but live with quality, each day filled with inspiration and peace. Remember, joy is not reserved for the lucky few, but a power accessible to all, created by mindful choices and persistent small actions. Every moment you dedicate to self-love, connecting with loved ones, and pursuing passions builds a more beautiful life. Looking back at your journey, be proud. You didn't give up, dared to change, and lived authentically. That is the greatest miracle, a light shining within you and radiating outwards, inspiring those around to follow your path. The Journey 5 Powerful Sayings to Help You Rediscover Joy. After 50 is not just words, but a promise of a fulfilled life rich in meaning and unlimited joy. Let every day be a new beginning, an opportunity to explore yourself, your inner strength, and life's miracles. And finally, I want to remind you, it's never too late to love, slow down, and embrace true joy. Live with an open heart, courageous spirit, and firm faith that after 50 is the start of the best things in your life. Step boldly, live fully, and let your story become an endless source of inspiration for yourself and others seeking light on their life's journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the upcoming exciting videos.